at the annual meeting for the Atlantic Avenue subsidiary. This is an annual meeting that was pushed from last month. So I'd like to call the meeting to order. And Sarah, will you read us the roll of the board members?
Yes, thank you. At today's annual meeting of the Atlantic Avenue subsidiary, we have board members Lisa Gomez, Jerry Romsky, Beryl Snyder, Al Carney, Joan Sullivan, Janice McKinney, Kent Severud, Adrian Swazerski, Christina Coughlin, and Ken Evans. Wellington Chen is absent today. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I assume everyone's had a chance to review the meeting minutes from last year's board. May I have a motion to approve the minutes? Thank you, Beryl. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Janice. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? No. Abstentions? No. I would like to just note that President Rodriguez was stepped out for a minute for this vote, so I guess he should not be counted. I'm not sure. Then behind tab 2, oh, when he's back. All right. Robert, you in favor of the minutes?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
I get to vote on them?
Well, I don't know. So now behind tab 2 is the Finance Committee report. Jerry, are you going to give that, or is Janice going to give that?
You want me to give it again?
Do it,
Lisa,
Janice.
it's the governance committee report for Atlantic Avenue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I reading the wrong one?
Didn't think
Yeah.
I didn't think I had one.
Sorry.
All right, I was
And it's
ready.
And we do need to elect the officers of that subsidiary as
Okay.
well.
Sorry, I was reading the wrong agenda. I apologize. Let me rewind a little bit. The first order of business is the election of the officers for Atlantic Avenue. May I have a motion to, ma'am, thank you. Was that Jerry? May I have a
Yes, so
second?
moved.
Second.
Thank you. Wow. So this is the annual meeting. We have to adopt the a resolution designating the slate of officers that are outlined in your board materials. May I have a motion to, so all in favor? I think we had a motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. Any abstentions? Great. Thank you. Your officers are approved. Now we have the minutes of this board meeting. I'm just going to redo this because I was on the wrong subsidiary. The motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Beryl. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Any abstentions? No. Minutes are approved. Now, the governance report. This is a review of tab 3A for the bylaws, the mission statement, performance measures, and metrics to quantify the performance goals. Beryl, I think that's you.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Chair Gomez. At the meeting in March, it's hard to believe the meeting was in March. It seems more recent. The Governance Committee for Atlantic Avenue subsidiary conducted its annual review of the subsidiary bylaws and the mission statement, performance measures and metrics to quantify performance goals. Neither staff nor the Governance Committee is recommending any changes to any of these documents at this time. The full board is required to review these documents annually. Madam Chair, would you like to confirm the members have reviewed the bylaws, etc.?
Sure, just procedurally, we don't need a vote on this. I just want to confirm that in previous discussions with the members, everyone has acknowledged that they have reviewed the bylaws, mission statement, performance measures, and metrics. This satisfies our annual review requirement. There is no resolution needed. Finally, we have the President's Report, tab 4. Robert, do you want to introduce Craig?
Yes, I will be introducing Craig, who will provide an overview of the subsidiary and its activities during the past year for the record.
Thank you, President Rodriguez. Good morning. My presentation today is intended to provide a brief overview of the annual Atlantic Avenue President's Report, which is included in the board materials. I will touch on the history leading to now and events that transpired over the last year since the April 2024 annual update. By now, I believe all are aware how Atlantic Avenue came to own the Interfaith Medical Center campus. At its core, Interfaith Medical Center was one of 11 financially distressed hospitals in the 80s and 90s that participated in the secured hospital program, whereby New York State financially backed the hospital's bonds. Upon Interfaith's exit from bankruptcy in 2014, the Division of Budget permanently assumed bondholder payment, and the property was conveyed to this DASNY subsidiary as mortgagee. Atlantic Avenue continues to lease property back to Interfaith for use as a hospital and uses monthly lease payments and certain established reserves to pay property insurance costs, while Interfaith is responsible for all other property-related costs. As you may recall, this lease was extended last year and now runs through February 15th, 2038. Before I update you on current events, I want to remind the board that Interfaith Medical Center and Kingsbrook Jewish Medical Center formally merged into Brookdale Hospital Medical Center in January 2021. Interfaith and Kingsbrook are now commonly referred to as the Interfaith Division and Kingsbrook Division. However, Brookdale Hospital Medical Center is the sole surviving entity and the flagship institution comprising One Brooklyn Health System. As for events over the past year, number one, Interfaith in the entire One Brooklyn Health System continues to progress with its transformation plan using funds from a grant the system was awarded. During this past year, the Kings County grant award to OBHS was increased by $36 million from $664 million to the $700 million it is today. To date, approximately $453 million of grant funding has been dispersed to OBHS by DOH toward the various project components, and approximately 37 of 84 sub-projects have reportedly been completed or are in final closeout. The three priorities of this plan remain the establishment of an ambulatory care network, integrated IT system improvements, and facility infrastructure investments to support the clinical restructuring of the system. The current expectation is that all such projects should be substantially complete by the end of 2026. Number two, a brief update centered upon financial results. Like many other safety net hospitals, Brookdale and OBHS continue to receive substantial levels of operating assistance from New York State. Despite this, OBHS finished 2023 with a $106 million operating loss and a $290 million total net asset deficit, while draft 2024 audit results are reportedly on par with 2023 levels. While Brookdale remains highly dependent upon state support, staff expects this situation to continue this fiscal year, with hope that ongoing transformation efforts at OBHS will strengthen the system and reduce the ongoing annual subsidy required from the state. Lastly, I want to inform the board that while One Brooklyn Health System has been operating with an interim CEO since the beginning of 2024, their board is expected to conclude its search process and name a permanent CEO during the second quarter of 2025. In closing, I want to assure the board that the cost to hold properties related to Atlantic Avenue is not creating any financial burden on either DASNY or its Atlantic Avenue subsidiary. Ongoing rent payments received from OBHS and reserve funds set aside at the time of Interfaith's exit from bankruptcy help cover any expenses associated with holding this property. Atlantic Avenue is responsible for making insurance-related payments on the property. However, there is more than enough money to cover those payments for an extended period of time going forward. That concludes my prepared remarks, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
What's left on the properties? We have, I think, donated a number of the parcels to the state. In turn, I think they RFP'd them and did some affordable housing projects on that site. Is anything left?
Yep, you are correct, Jerry. There were 4 parcels conveyed over the last handful of years. If you note in the actual president's report, I put a section this year called property listings, and it lists the different properties, the main hospital, parking lots,
Right.
and
Is there anything left? Is there anything left to? I'm assuming that'll be, if there is, they'll continue to go along that same, with that same plan. I just don't remember
Yep.
what's left.
Oh, that plan is done now, right? Vital Brooklyn, as far as we're concerned, and the conveyance of the properties, our our deed has been done. We've conveyed the 4 properties we were asked to, and the remaining properties will remain with this subsidiary till death do us part. But we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see when it ends.
Right. Are they all built? I know a couple of them got built. I don't know if the last one got built. I hope Robert's at the ribbon cutting. They should thank us. You know.
Housing is underway. It's a very large scale plan. Some are finished and some are still underway.
I guess everyone has their fingers crossed for Medicaid and what the hell comes out of Washington, but time will tell. Not much we can do about it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
I think you should.
Thank you.
Stay in Paris and eat some baguettes and drink some wine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I think if that's it, thanks Craig for that excellent update. If there's nothing else, I think we can ask for adjournment and move on to the next subsidiary. Thank you,
I'll
Beryl.
move. Second.
Someone? Cherry? I can't remember.
Yes, it
Sure.
was.
Second.
It was Jerry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Any abstentions? No. I guess we will stop this recording and then restart it for the NGHP